cable died. He did it anyway. Yeah.
Well, that was a miss.
Oh God. God bless it, bro. Alright, what up, mother truckers? It's BP Hero coming back at you here, and today we're swinging the Worth World Series Edition Phil Matt Signature Bedlam. A huge thanks to Headbanger Sports for getting us this, so we can check it out for you guys before these drop on September 25th. You can be sure and use code BPHero at headbangersports.com to get yourself one of these things. This is going to be coming out the same day as the military Bedlam, and we're not going to overthink things here. This is the same bat as the military Bedlam, and this is going to be kind of an opportunity to go a little bit more in depth than I did on the military Bedlam video, and just tell you guys what we really think of these things and hit it on a normal field instead of a dang baseball field. The field we're at is Minert Field in Moberly, Missouri. It's basically 290 all the way around. It's about an 85-degree day when we're hitting here. And we are hitting nothing but hard stuff for this video, so it's going to be stuff like Evil Classic M's, Evil BP Rockets, Dudley Thunder ZN Pro M's, and some Dudley Thunder ZN Pro M Hardcores, and a few NSA 44-400 sprinkled in as well. This bat is a 26-ounce, features a half-ounce of inload, and did it swing true to weight as a whole? Yeah, I do think so. And the interesting thing with this half-ounce of inload compared to what we'll consider the OG Bedlam, which is the one that came out earlier in the year, is the inload in this was actually way more pronounced than I felt like the OG was, so that was kind of nice. And just wasn't pronounced like it was too much. It just actually felt like it had some inload, where I felt like the OG Bedlam, it did lack a little bit in the inload department, even though it was marketed as a half ounce. So even though this is a 26 with a half, which doesn't necessarily drive me crazy, it did swing true to weight, so I do have to be fair there. I just prefer a 27 or a 28. This is the same one-piece bat as the one-piece Bedlam and the military Bedlam, and it did feel like the handle on the military and the World Series edition did still have that true one-piece feel to it, but it did so without having too stiff of a feel if you wanted towards the end or got one towards the hands. None of these bats have burned my hands when it comes to working towards the end or if you get one off the hands, but it did feel like the military and World Series edition did have a little bit more of a rigid feel to them overall. The 12.75-inch barrel was still responsive on contact, but it was stiffer, like I said. Did have a little bit more of a tighter feel to it, and also did start higher on the tester. It did take about 20 to 30 swings to what would we consider loosen up, but honestly, it could have been gamed right out of the wrapper, let's be honest. The sweet spot was a good size also for being a 12.75-inch barrel. You could definitely still miss, but you couldn't do so very often, just because it was still a very generous sweet spot. Let's check out a few more swings here, and then head over and check out the compression tester, get some close-ups, and then come back and kind of show you our round here from just kind of letting her eat here a little bit.
Last one.
So we started our rounds here with this bat brand new out of the wrapper, and when it was in the wrapper, we tested it, and it was coming in at 276 basically is what it comes out to on the conversion chart, which is a little bit higher than the OG Bedlam. And then after about 60 or 70 swings, we really didn't need a ton to figure out what this thing was all about. It's coming in at 260, which is cool to see that it is going to hold compression a little bit compared to the others. And just getting a close-up look at this thing, it is approved for USSSA, ISA, and NSA play. The good old one piece, you know, after our swings here, there's no seams, cracks, issues, blemishes, anything like that. This is a very good looking bat. It's supposed to be like kind of based off some of the Resmondo colors. Kind of got that Phil Matt signature Grim Reaper look to it. A really good looking bat. All right, so our first round with this thing, we just kind of wanted to honestly work through the middle of the field a little bit. Everybody's got their own reservations on hitting middle, and I'm going to be honest, it's part of the game, especially if you're a tournament player and you're trying to increase your OBP and give yourself the best chance to get a hit. Using the middle of the field is sometimes the best way to do that. So we kind of used the first round to kind of work the middle, maybe work a little bit of a gap here and there, and then this last round here. This thing was feeling pretty good already, so we were just going to kind of let it eat here and just kind of see what kind of exit speed and dial up a little bit of distance when we can. Brian and I both do struggle for a little bit of distance when it comes to swinging at 26, but there was still no lack of it to be had here. Several balls in the 330 range, which is very acceptable for a 26 ounce for either one of us. So it's safe to say that this Bedlam is really good. Honestly, I probably do prefer the military Bedlam and the World Series Bedlam a little bit more over the originals. Just like I said, based on the fact that the inload was a little bit more pronounced. And I do enjoy kind of the stiffer but still yet very responsive barrel, and the fact that it is going to hold compression a little bit. I mean, these bats are made for this time of year when we're going to be out doing all the testing and stuff for Worlds and stuff like that. This is going to be a bat that you could definitely game for a couple of World tournaments if you're playing like, you know, men's and co-ed, or whether you're playing D&E or whatever the heck you might be doing, or even for the major guys that are going to be playing A and double A and then going off and playing the Major World Series as well. Whatever the scenario is, this is going to be something that you could get a few tournaments out of, swinging with a hard ball before you have to worry about any compression issues. And you really don't even need a ton of swings to get one of these broken in. You're seeing this thing with 50 or 60 swings on it, so it's safe to say it's going to be absolutely just piss and fire by the time it's got a couple hundred on it, because there was no lack of performance to be had here with this thing. We were very pleased with how it hit. Probably one of my favorite Worth bats of the year, and one of my favorite one pieces as well. And I just love the fact that the one-piece bats are making a comeback. So this thing is certified gas based on the BP Heroes recommendation. And I do want to mention, again, that these are available Wednesday, September 25th at headbangersports.com exclusively. This one and the military edition will be coming out on the same day. Both of them exclusive to headbangersports.com. So if you want one, you're going to have to go there and get it. And make sure you use code BPHero to save yourself some money on one. And I don't know if you get on Facebook much, but the rumor has it that you can add an extra 15 feet of distance to your swing using code BPHero. It's not been confirmed yet, but if you read it on the internet, it's got to be true, right? But all right, guys, that's it for me. I'm going to let you check out the last few swings here from the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Huge thanks to Headbanger Sports for making this possible. Huge thanks to Brian for coming out and hitting with me. Swing hard in case you hit it. BP Hero, catch you next time.
Oh, turn it over. Not soon enough.
Wish that would have been a better ball.
If I could touch that, I dare you.
That bitch got out in a hurry.
Oh, like that.